Discretion is
Man, it's
advised.
not even icy turn. Your shit be going to burn. I don't know what's my turn. But I'm going ahead and set it off. Hit it off. Hit it off. I fucked up the whole freestyle. But we going ahead and go and see now.
And we're gonna
crazy
bounce that
nigga.
next time.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna get that together on the Richard.
I'm telling you, because I thought it was legit, because we said that in the group chat on the low.
We do sound
That's
good.
why I looked at him, then he's like, no, it's not my style.
Called out.
That's crazy.
But I'm going, I fucked up, so I'm going.
Wild out.
Wild out.
Fuck wrong with you.
You know I ain't got no bars. It's Uncle Richard. Your aunt ain't got no bars.
It's Uncle Richard.
No,
Your uncle ain't got no
bars.
bars. It's Uncle Richard. Oh, Cat tagged us in the video, you guys, in case you guys want to know. In case you guys want to know.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I was thinking, what the fuck was the Brendan Mike? That wasn't
Somebody just said, bro, I thought you were sitting next to Young Blue.
I just put some ice on my bed.
Now you gotta put the string on them.
Okay.
I just put some ice
Put
on
that
my
on your
baby.
face.
Uncle Richard, that's you? You just put some ice on your baby?
Off on the ride, on that King ride, I got a gym in the picture.
Fuck it, I'm talking about kids and all. If you talk about kids, fuck it, I'm talking about kids and all. Fuck it. You're gonna get talked about.
I'm not.
Is there any limits when it comes to roasting and shit? Like, any
Not
limits?
with me. I'm going low, below the belt. I'm finna say
yeah,
some
he's
real
ruthless.
low below the belt shit. Can I call you thick one time? Don't.
This guy is an absolute monster. Such a troll.
Such a troll.
He's just such a troll. You look like a troll.
No.
Okay, bet. Hey, Pasha is pulling up. She say she a few minutes away. Okay, Dog is pulling up. Bet.
Yeah,
Got another chat in. Bet. And we can have us talking. We got.
Man, what the fuck?
I don't know what that is. Is that a mic?
Hey,
No, this
bro.
is the mic, but-
Hey, bro. This nigga want to be a stand-up comedian. That's what they take notes on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what they take.
He
Hey,
practicing on that
in
shit.
that call, Richard. They ain't talking about shit. Y'all know, bro. It's crazy. I'm on live,
People do that to me all the time. I'm like, I'm on live.
but the bitch was like, "You got a phone in your hand, but that's my laptop." Face ass. That's my laptop.
Right.
Bitch naked as fuck. Hey, boy.
Who the hell going live on a laptop?
Right, Cat be going live. That's how she was showing me what you call it. Yeah, and it be more features on the laptop, bro. When you go live, yeah, cause I'm gonna start putting that star thing up so you can donate some shit.
I just figured out how to go live.
I was
ain't
just
be
talking
knowing
about that.
shit.
What? Monetizing the shit, man.
Straight
Man.
up, just do it.
Hey, man, the voice y'all hearing, man, that's my boy Will Perez, man, aka Sneakerhead Perez, man. I'm your host, Lilly Dilly, aka Fat Boy Fresh, aka you niggas be soldier hate, man, aka let me hold some money, aka put more bounce to the ounce if you put a little soda in that bitch. I'm telling you now, don't listen to me. Listen to your local trapper. You want to make it farther, you got to make it harder. DM me for more street advice. I got my co-host with me as always.
Yo,
As always, I got Uncle Richard in this bitch.
Yo, we outside.
Yeah, we outside with new microphones and shit. We in
I'm
the
telling you, strap to me.
bitch
I
called
got
Richard.
I got a
Young
mic
Blue.
strapped to me.
You got a mic strapped to you. You in that bitch. Bitch ain't talking
you
about
got the mic scrapped.
To me.
shit. You got a mic strapped to you.
It is.
No, don't have that bitch strapped to you, man. We got Cat in the building too.
Yes, sir. I'm always here.
No, yeah, well, technically.
Yes.
Technically,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Technically, yeah. Man, like I said, man, the voice you guys were hearing was my boy Will Perez, man. Y'all definitely got a special guest in the building because we don't get too many people who come and tell us about their journey. A lot of people come in and they try to be like, hey man, ask me about this, ask me about that. I'm like, our brother just reached out, you feel me, through a mutual friend, was like, man, just come on and talk about what I do. Bro. That's what we've been trying to do, bro. Fuck with people I fuck with, you feel me, bro? I'm checking out your IG. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, that we be on type shit, you feel me? So instead of me just telling people, let them know who you are, bro, what you got going.
Will Perez,
You'll be in this one right here.
All right, right here?
Yeah.
All right, you can see me right there?
No, I can't see shit, but I know you in that one.
Okay, bet. Will.do.4kicks on Instagram and
The number four.
number
Yeah, I'm
4.
trying to find
You
it.
see, he got it.
Yes, sir, the number 4.
And on YouTube, Will Perez. Basically, just talk about shoes. I'm your average shoe guy. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about what quality leathers was used on the ones. I'm gonna talk to you about the ones why I like them, that colorway, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the history, price points. We're gonna talk about it all, but that's what I do, and bringing some light towards different shoes that people don't usually talk about. So we'll do that.
Shit, bro, let the people know where the hell you from.
Well, yeah.
You ain't gonna lie, bro. You sound like somebody off of Narcos, bro.
Oh man, from the Caribbeans. I'm Cuban. I've been here for a while. Basically, grew up basically a third world country type living. So I didn't have the resources to have a whole bunch of shoes that these kids nowadays have. They have the ability to own whatever they want, as long as it's on mommy's pocket or whoever's pocket.
Man, when did you first start seeing that that big resale culture take off too, bro? Because people think it's a new thing now.
Nah,
Been
10, 20 years, literally. And I've been doing it since early 2000s. I remember early 2000s being in high school and selling everything, trying to get certain shoes. I went to school, right here in Naples.
I sold a lot of shit in high school too, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them shoes.
I was trying to sell shoes, clothes, whatever I could. And the whole thing was just like sell to get some more stuff or get different stuff. So I grew up around that, did some reselling, and learned a lot about different, aesthetics, clothing, shoes.
Yeah, certain
and,
shoes.
So
yeah, because when I was younger, bro, like we used to talk about it all the time, man. When we were first able to like put our own swag together, we had to learn our own styles and because moms was buying us whatever.
Exactly.
My mom
our parents was buying us like
my
the
mom
worst,
had me in Case
right?
Yeah.
I was in Case Swiss.
We growing up, bro. We had to shop at thrift stores and shit. Like
and
that.
then you was trying to make something
trying
with
to make something
with
so
it, right?
You feel me? Hell yeah.
Exactly.
If I walk quick, are they gonna notice?
Yeah. And that shit carries on too. Just like bro said, he came from basically nothing. You feel
Man,
what I'm saying?
who remembers changing laces on their shoes?
Dude,
We went from that. Like, that's how we would swag up and we would kind of make it our own style. Yeah. It came a time when I did like checkerboard. I remember doing so many different things when it came down to shoes, tying it in with your clothing through the years. And it's been crazy. It's been crazy how the sneaker community has grown, how it has taken off, reselling, just everything that has to do with shoes, clothing nowadays. It basically ties it into.
It's crazy how deep the sneaker culture has come, bro. And I tell people all the time, man, bro, when we get our studio and our shit, I'm gonna have a big ass quote me on the back that got biggest quote saying, "Whoever thought that hip hop would make it this far?" Because a lot of shit is dope, but hip hop is the reason the Adidas got to where the Adidas got. The Nike got to where it got.
Man,
Not even
Puma, dope boy Pumas, bro.
Yeah, like my first time, bro, I wasn't the biggest Jordan fan. My first time, I was fucked up by Penny Hardaway's when I seen them in the Grant Hill Felines. When I seen them, I was like, bro, I want them so bad. I didn't know I would later on in life become, I'm not a sneakerhead, but, because I didn't spend $700 on the latest drops.
But in the way you are a sneakerhead, because you like your shoes and you know what you like.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm a sneakerhead, bro. When I got so much shit, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. I got so much shit.
So it says a lot to define the word sneakerhead. It's just you like your sneakers. You constantly know what you like when you go to the store. You ain't that person that looks at the whole rundown and I don't know what I'm gonna get. Should I get a pair of white or black? We gone so far from white or black. We gotta have different colors nowadays.
Sure.
Nowadays it goes, I need a red pair. Or back in the day, you would never tell somebody, hey, I need something with all these colors.
Nah, you know, bro, when did you think them colors started getting introduced? Because Jordan never had crazy colorways coming up. And when niggas was wearing those, do you think that, but that's what I always tell people, hip hop culture is the street culture. So when it ties into, the street culture influenced those fake SpongeBob Jordans and shit, which mainstream, me and my homeboy argued about Gucci. And I told him, bro, Dapper Dan changed Gucci to make Gucci what it is today. What? He did, which is street influence, hip hop influence. Don't tell me that Gucci was, they're gonna be their brand already, understood. But they wanna be what they are. Polo wouldn't have been what they were if niggas weren't stealing and going by low boys.
They took our input and ran with it.
But they won't bring us into these rooms.
Nah.
Now they're doing it with the Gucci's and that. Now they're doing it. But the streets have influenced it so much to when it come down to the 95, dope boys are wearing it. So we dope boy 95, we get dropped in songs. Dope Air Max 95s, yeah. Shit like that, bro. And even when nigga was talking about the Air Force Ones, when Nelly was talking about that, I know they shit skyrocketed like a motherfucker. But who started bringing them crazy colorways? Because if we was making remember the SpongeBob J's shit when they came out, the see-through, they was fake, but we was rocking them.
Fake?
Yeah, but we was rocking them. No, now they make legit SpongeBob J's.
But now they're taking their colorways that was fake or they were variants. The general term for that would be variants. It's a shoe that was made out of a warehouse without the authority of Nike or signing off and saying this colorway is authorized.
And I can't think of old boy, he runs the Staple clothing line, but he does a lot of collabs with Nike. And I can't think his name, the dude that runs Staple. But he was making stuff in the factory. He like, man, I had people just make me one off.
Yeah,
he was
one-on-one. Like he was having, And there's a dude that did his own checks and did triple checks. He now works with Nike. I can't think of the name exactly.
I know, and
right
they had
now,
his shit on the shirt with a 1, 2, 3. I know.
I met him at a shoe
You done seen the
event.
Nike shirts that got a 3 check? It's crazy.
I met him at a shoe event.
They
Dude,
shoes
cool,
like that
bro.
too, with the double checks on them too.
4 of them.
He said, man, I wanted to have different styles, so he did like 3 checks. Cut it all out, then you go and sew it back in. Goes crazy.
See, that's the other shit people don't think about. That's what I mean by what we influence. Like if somebody was basically trying to if somebody's trying to start like their own little shoe shit, like what made you start it and say, bro, I'm a collector, I'm gonna do this? Because some shoes are expensive. When I was a kid, we couldn't afford them. So I had to wear soldieries and whatever my mom could get me because it was a lot of us to get something for. And my cousin always be picking, bitch, and my shoes was on the leaning, you fat hoe, because I only had 1 pair. Now I got multiple pairs, bitch, and my shoes don't lean. They just look tough on the side now. You nasty hoe. And you the same bitch used to suck on your collar. You can't talk bad about me, fat bitch. Fuck wrong with you. But bro, what influenced you to say? My bad, bro.
Nah, go ahead.
My bad, bro. But what influenced you to say, I'm infatuated with shoes, or what got you saying I fuck with this my shit? Cause it's fashion. But I heard Kanye say on an interview years ago, you got to let the shoes be the shoes. And that there made me start saying I'll wear black shirt, black pants, and make some crazy color Kyrie's cause what Kyrie did with the SpongeBob and Patrick was fucking. I know a lot of this shit don't be for us, but them KDs with the plaid, them KDs Cindy be wearing with the plaid,
yes,
man,
sir.
them bitches so tough.
Sir.
And you can rock them like I seen D Rose rocking D Rose when they first came out.
That is the topic of its own. Taking a basketball shoe that before you would leave on the shelf if you weren't using it for sports, and now is used as a fashion statement. We have tied it in, and we've gone to the time now that no matter what shoe it is a fashion statement if you wear it out. Some shoes you wouldn't care to wear out. But for me, where it started and it really like took off is when I seen myself not caring so much for the clothing, not caring so much for anything else other than saving money to be able to have
Yeah, because
more.
sometimes Robin with a $12 shirt, $4 jeans,
Yeah,
shoe,
and then-
Like I say all the time, $5 t-shirt and a pair of Yeezys.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? You what at 220, but you in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I see myself collecting shoes and at the time going for colors that people would, shade away from. Like they sat and they went clearance. I'm like, I want them.
Nah, see, bro, look, I fucked up doing that before, and I bought a whole bunch of Mexican Jordans. See,
Fucking Mexican Jordans.
y'all know the Mexican Jordans. G, you know the Mexican Jordans, bro.
Well, Mexican Jordans never be on clearance.
bro.
They never be on
Oh, you talking about like the like the teen Jordans or some
Yeah,
shit like
you
that.
know the Yeah, bro.
Oh
The
man.
Jumpman J. I don't be knowing no better, bro. Hey, but that's because I was like, ain't nobody getting these.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting
Oh, these on sale. Huh?
59?
With a red sticker? Man, come on, man.
You
Let me get to it.
You see a Jumpman for $59.
Bro, listen, when I used to see them Jordans right now, I'm like, damn. So, but I'm the same way too. I'll steer away from a different colorway, and I believe that's why I say all us here are unique with how we dress and our style. But I believe the whole outfit starts with the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
It goes from the shoes, and you could wear some all black shoes or all black shirt, all black pants, and it still go. But if you wear all black with them all crispy white ones, it just set it off different.
What?
It's just something different about
Make a different statement.
like you said, bro, about the aesthetic of a whole outfit, bro. It just gives shit a little different shit. Bro, that's your mama calling, bro. I told her we gonna be hanging, bro. God damn,
bro.
Told you, bro, we finna be hanging.
I'll be home.
And you got trespass from Joe Lyles, bro. I seen your motherfucking picture in front of the damn grocery store. I seen that too.
Well, I'm still being though.
That's crazy. I ain't never known
everybody
nigga get banned from Joe
still
Lyles.
being,
I've never known nigga get banned from Joe Lyles.
I don't think he can get banned from Joe Lyles. Rich is legit man from Joe Hardy, man.
Rich was still not a big star fruit tree. but when I was legit, bro, I ain't never know nothing about certain shoes and shit, man. So when I started seeing them, I just like them. So I'm like you, bro. If it's the color that stick out, I want it. What was the first shoe that you could actually like afford yourself and say, man, I just went on ahead and knocked the Chico out on Palm Beach. I got $70.
Bruh.
But you from Naples too, though, bro. So it's different.
Hey, I used to come up here. There
Yeah.
was a couple of stores up here. I came and I spent about $120 when I went home with like 4 pairs. I know they weren't the real stuff. Like I had my fair of my share with fakes, and I learned from that. But I would say like the first pair that really caught my attention that I saved up and everything for was I would say like I think it was some 3s, the black cement 3s.
Oh, with the
Jordan, with the cement, like
yeah, with the
at
cement
that
bottom,
time,
yeah.
it was a little different and with just
And
re-release.
mine, I didn't know nothing about it. My homeboys going crazy about it.
Thank
Like,
you.
man, bro, I'm like, we going to the mall, nigga. Dragon Ball Z just dropped. I'm finna get this new Dragon Ball game, bitch. Fuck that. Hey,
And
I
at
got
the
somebody
time-
trying to call in a second.
And at the time, the price point was so much higher that I remember it was significant. It was just like these shoes.
Did you have
are-
shoes inflated since back then,
Yeah.
though, bro?
What?
yeah.
Because we
3
used to get
times.
Reeboks for 2 pair for the 80s, 2 pair for the 90s.
For the 89 or some shit like that.
Bring that sale back.
Yeah.
Nah, and they say the shit ain't even as good as it used to be.
No.
I got Jordan 1s from
That's
2015.
with everything though. That's with cars.
And that's yeah.
The
That-
price of cars have probably times 5 since.
But it ain't. But the
the
material ain't worth
And the
bullshit.
material
costs-
is just cheap shit.
It costs no more than $10. I'll give you $10. It costs no more than $5 to create your most expensive shoe that you own in your closet.
Damn, I believe that because when
If
believe
it's
that.
Nike, Adidas, or sports shoes, it costs no more. The max it'll cost is $10 to completely make that shoe.
And you
Think
know,
about
and you
that.
know it's crazy because me and her we trying to build up shit, and she helps build an artist catalog and shit, and she does certain shit to where it's nothing but $10-20 worth of work she's doing, but she's gonna make it like $1,000 portfolio when she's done. Like so, basically they done got a Honda, and after they spray paint that little gloss paint, it $70,000 fresh off the lot. What the fuck?
And not taking anything away from any of the manufacturers, you know what I'm saying, any of the brands itself. But if it takes you that much, you get what I'm saying? The quality you should stand behind that throughout the years and
Out
throughout
of all these
time.
shoes out here, who do you think got the best quality?
The best quality.
Even because man, my girl she be wearing the Tom Fords and shit like that, and the
Well, if we're going
them
designer,
other
this
little
is
shit.
different. This is
but
different.
even
yeah.
them designers don't be worth nothing.
No,
I done
Shit
put
hurt your feet.
some
Designer.
designer is
Don't
considered
be
to
no
be
fat foot nigga
handmade,
like me,
but
boy.
yeah, most of the designers ain't even much of a comfort. It's a statement
just a- yeah,
shoe.
it's
It's a
just-
statement
it's
shoe.
just,
When,
I got
when you
these.
get in them, it's supposed to be handmade. So there's a certain limit amount of shoes that are being sent to stores because they're handmade.
I learned this too about
Technically.
what they do at shoe stores. They got to get them Flight and Jordan shoes because in order to get the retros, we're going to give you 10,
It
20
depends.
retro that's going to bring that traffic
Yeah,
to
you're
your
on a
store.
tier.
But you got to get these KDs and these other shit, them Greek freaks. I like the Greek freaks with
I
that
was
big ass
just gonna
Nike
say
check.
that.
With that Nike check in the back, I like them
I've
Greek
seen
freaks.
some of them
Hey,
in
you
the
remember
mall,
them
they off in the
Falcons?
ground.
Remember the shoes that they burnt up when Kaepernick?
Oh, yeah.
Those
Talking about
shoes,
the suit,
remember,
the
those
Nikes.
were the shoes
Yeah.
you would have to get in your tier account if you had an account with Nike and you were a store that was trying to retail. Those shoes you had to get with your Jordan package to sell because you couldn't get the shoes that sold themselves. You got to get the shoes
And-
that
and
you have
basically-
to push to sell.
Whatever
to
happened to
level
the
the
big
numbers
baller,
out.
the big baller brand?
A lot of
It's
people
still
say they
there.
want-
It's
but a lot
still
of
there.
people- a lot of
They
people
still
No,
got
the actual the partner ran off with the money.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Okay.
Yeah.
You done ran off. with
Yeah,
the
there's no
plug
more
on it.
Triple B shoe. They gonna have to do their own thing again.
Damn, that's crazy.
Ran off with the boy
yeah,
shit.
the partner ran off with the money. Ran off with everything.
Richard, if you had your own
They
shoe
were
brand,
charging like $650
which
for
They
them.
was
bitches,
charging
though.
like $5 for some
What's your name, your
sandals,
shoe
bro.
brand?
That's what I'm
What's your name,
saying.
your shoe brand?
I'm over here
I don't
moving
know.
around.
So it gotta be something. It gotta be something grand. I want something.
What's your name, your shoe brand if you had one? If you got your own signature like with Nike,
It's
or
gonna
whatever.
be LL Cool J.
Hold on.
Everything,
You said-
everywhere.
You said
You
you say
everywhere.
signature. You ain't say signature.
Okay, your own brand or signature shoe. Who would you want a signature shoe with?
Frisbee.
You playing 2K? Who you gonna sign with? Who you gonna sign with?
Probably Nike.
Nike. And what kind of signature? What you call your signature?
I don't know.
They're gonna be up to the ankle. They're gonna be mid top ankles. I
No.
know that because you're gonna need that to cover your big ass socks. You're gonna need that. Go call him the Uncle
You
Ricky.
be Lowe's.
Nah, they be
Yes,
Uncle Ricky.
Uncle
And bro, have y'all seen how the NBA transferred from them high ass shoes to now niggas wearing the Kobe's?
Man, I seen a nigga out there with some motherfucking Air Force Ones on.
One, who was that? Probably
What's his name?
PJ Tucker
I'm
was
gonna give
probably
you
out
some
there.
I
history.
can't think of what the nigga
Steve
name is.
Nash. Remember
Yeah.
that name? He used to play.
He,
in
no,
Lowe's
no,
'cause
watch
he's
him
a
out. He a
soccer
coach.
player.
He coaching Lowe's now.
Yeah, but I'm saying when he
coaching
used to
Lowe's
play,
now. Kyrie
he
be
used to
back.
play, he used to
Kyrie be
play
back.
sometimes in tennis shoes, which are Lowe's.
Yeah.
Steve Nash likes to move, so when he moved
From
around,
soccer.
he was
Kobe
always.
said the same thing from soccer because they played soccer. He said they wear low tops in soccer.
And when I
that what they used
moved,
to
you
run in
tell the
there?
difference when you got a shoe that covers your ankle compared to a shoe that lets your ankle move.
Yeah.
You got a different.
But you got to think about it. Steve Nash is a
He's a point guard.
average height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was. He was
And he's agile.
You
Some
got
of
these
them dudes are
motherfuckers
tall.
like Shaq.
Oh, I ain't telling Shaq to go wear it low. That's your
that
ass.
big bitch, he gotta have that ankle support.
You gotta have that boot
Bro,
on.
I'm the type of
need a
nigga-
boat.
I'm the type of nigga I need ankle support too,
Know what
bro.
I'm
'Cause, like
saying?
I was taking groceries upstairs one
Hey.
time and I had my motherfucker. I had some Lowe's on one time, bro. And I was taking
Big
groceries.
pop they shit.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, if your
Hey, you know, it's
position
like you
ain't-
catch the edge of the steps of Michigan. You catch the edge of the step of Michigan where it's still carpet, but it's L right there to the carpet. Oh. But
Hey man, it all depends on your position. I ain't gonna tell somebody going
Yeah, don't
do something they
don't
supposed
think
to
you
do on your.
finna crash the board with some goddamn.
And when you see the, like we were just talking about the shoes and shit, bro. When you see shoes on niggas now, bro, it all go off of how you got the jeans. Is you cuffing the jeans or? Cause bro, like I watch how Nipsey wear the low top Pumas, but you got his pants.
But it just depends on where you from.
Suede,
You feel me?
Yeah,
Man, that shit,
but
that shit
it's,
where
yes,
you
also
from.
how you wear it because like over here, man, we were wearing like bigger, baggier pants because we had to keep niggas would walk around with sticks on for real, like bigger
Yeah.
pants,
Yeah.
bigger shit. So that's why niggas were wearing certain reeds and dope run. They call them dope run because you just run good in these bitches. You
That
just
strap
get
in the
up outta
center
there.
of it make it a difference. That cut
I-
10 seconds.
Listen, and if I tell niggas, if you're not getting active, why your straps all the way around your ankles? Why you got straps around your ankles, but if you're not getting active?
I don't even tie my shoes up. Like I just
Thank
slide
you.
my foot in the
Thank
holes.
you.
Like I ain't finna run like
Thank
bitch.
you.
You
What
know
the fuck
what?
I'm running for? What the fuck am I running for or what?
But
am I
even like
running
we're just talking about aesthetics, certain shoes certain shoes you like the Jordan 2s, the high top 2s.
Yeah,
Those
ugly
you if you leave them unlaced, they look like a butterfly damn near, and they look fat on your foot. So when you lace them, they look a slimmer look, aesthetic. I be looking at dudes on YouTube that do the video before I go and get a shoe. I look at the on foot visual, all that shit. And I watch niggas bend them bitches backwards and shit to make sure I don't go get no bullshit because I'm planning on leaving these in my closet after 2 wears for a while.
Great point of view. That's that right there. Your unboxing guys, your stuff like that. That's basically what I want to get into without having to give you all the details and all the full spec that you don't care for. The extra info, I want to see how it feel. I want to see how it look. I want to see if I'm gonna like it overall and how it looks when you got it on. Bam.
So you a sneakerhead, right?
Look at my dog.
So can you
She go over there. That way,
determine
so she
if
talk like
if a shoe is fake or not just by how it looks or feels or
If you got it in your hands, even by looking at it from close up, you can.
So what
'Cause you're
determines
gonna-
that
right
right?
there.
From the time that I got into it and now that it has grown, the main things that you look for are still there. The main factors that you look for is craftsmanship, where the sewing. Because that sewing is not really, like, technically sewing is glued behind that. So that sewing, it plays a role as a design. But the sewing, where the leather sits on the actual sole, on the rubber sole, because when it's a shoe that is not, it's a fake, for most of the part, one of the shoe or both of the shoes are gonna sit at an angle. They're not gonna sit straight.
They're not gonna be straight.
Because they go through a lineup. It's like a vehicle. You go through an inspection, 15, 20 point. When you go through the lineup of inspection, those shoes won't clear.
Because they straight.
If the shoe was made in the factory and it was made off, it's not gonna clear. That shoe doesn't hit the store.
But it's not a
But
bootleg,
when
though.
it's
But
a
it's not a
fake,
bootleg, though, is
exactly.
it?
But it's not a bootleg. Those
Yeah.
are
ones
sometimes
that go
those
to Ross.
shoes.
They're just
No, those are the
original.
ones that go to Ross and then they first go to the Nike shoe outlets.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Also,
outlets.
I seen Travis Scott say that he said he seen a pair that was so fucked up that he like them were hard because they were so raggedy. He liked them. Speaking of Travis, they weren't put together good. Like the manufacturer, the stitching was off. He was like he wanted that though. He's like that's what he was going for.
And
No,
that's
Travis Scott got the double Nike checks.
Yep, he wears that, but that's because old boy did that with the off-white shit.
Mm-hmm.
When they even like once again,
But
like I say, with the culture of hip hop,
he's
what we
changing
brought.
the whole.
Yeah,
He's changing the whole thing with Nike.
And you see what Travis Scott's doing now. Travis Scott got it to where he got niggas wearing the dunks again.
He's
the
bringing
low
back
tops.
designs. He's bringing back silhouettes that have been slept for years.
But
And
that
bringing
comes back
it
to what
in.
Mike said with the rap culture. Rap culture control all this shit. You feel what I'm saying? If you see your favorite rapper, right now your favorite rapper can bring out a pair of felines. You gonna be like, damn, bitch, I'm finna go grab me some
Let me go see
felines.
what
Yeah,
they be
you know
like.
what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it.
Not people
And
on
that
the camera
shit,
know what I be going
rap
through.
culture controls all of this shit,
It
bro.
sure does.
That shit
It sure
crazy.
does.
But
It sure
but we
does.
don't know how much influence, how much
How
power
much
that we got
influence.
into that shit.
Exactly, man. I remember when Champion came back out. I was
Yeah,
wearing
shit
Champion,
like that.
and all it took was 1 or 2 views. I'm like, whoa, hold on.
That shit kind of fresh. Hold up.
Let me go see what this fit
I had
be
to
like.
grab me a champion fit.
And
Like, hold
right
up.
on, right on top, it was, and now it's more often. But it's one of those things that it came directly off the music. What we're hearing, what we're seeing, and that's why I got into it so much. Like the shoes, I just like everything about it. I just kept myself. I just
So do
keep
you
seeing
do
that. I
them
just-
review videos? Do you do those?
Yeah, I'll be doing some. I'll be doing some giveaways. We're gonna be doing some raffles. I'll be bringing it all in. I'm actually gonna be tying in women's shoes as well because I sold women's shoes at some point. So I'm familiar with.
What made you get into that? Like the chick shit? Because women
I just
buy
needed
more
a
than
job
you
at the
niggas.
time. I just needed a job, but
you Al Bundy? Okay. Man
But
with
after-
children face ass.
but after being there, I saw myself liking certain shoes on women, and you turn to look now, and
I be mad when I
Because
see women colorways that we ain't got. I be
Yeah,
mad. Damn,
yeah.
Al Max is
especially
hard.
them Al Max.
What?
Al Max, man. We
Bruh.
got some hard ass Al Max, bro.
Hard
I
Al Max.
picked up a shoe one day. I was like, bro, you got these in the 13, bro. Like, that's a woman's shoe.
I thought that meant
Man,
wow.
fuck that. I want this
that's
bitch.
a 15 for you, bro.
But they be
Fuck that. That
clean.
shit was hard as hell. I was like, man, I want these
But they be
bitches.
clean,
so
man.
Fuck.
Everybody
Yes.
tuning in on
Yes.
Facebook, man. We do have a special guest in the building.
For women, man.
Fake ass Stacy Porter. Hey, shit, we'll ask you too, man. What was the first shoe when you started getting money? Like, man, this is my style. When you started buying shoes, what first shoe you bought? Or stole, because you like to steal at the mall and shit. This the bandit section. You banned from Joe Lyles, you banned from the mall. This the bandit section. I'm banned from the buffet. This the bandit
First shoe I
section.
bought, really? I think they're called
Pro kids? Yeah, you from up north.
pastries.
Oh!
The Simmons.
Yeah, the Simmons sister.
The
Yeah,
Simmons sister.
okay. I
Okay.
just follow Angela.
Hey, they had a little buzz.
I bought.
I forgot the
My mom was
pastries.
buying me
Pastries was
like
popping around
Hey,
time.
Fat
Pro
Farms.
came
You remember
back.
Fat Farms?
Oh yeah.
Man, but I remember this time Pro
Got
came back.
echoes.
I bought every pair of Pro bro. I had the Halloween editions, the Pop Rock editions, the Skittles. Cause Jay-Z them had just brought Pro and shit. I was Pro out, man. I remember Pro used to be nursing shoes, bitch. Fuck that. Hey,
They made it with patent leather, though.
Nike
They-
got
yeah,
9
they did.
slips and shit. Now my homeboy work at Wendy's and so now I'm like, damn, that boy fresher than a bitch at
9
work.
slips.
That boy done got out of prison, clean in the motherfucker. Well, hold up. Nigga all in the back of Popeye, got grease on their shoes, living. But I see that the culture that we created with the shoes, our coaches made it big because even now, like she said, Patience first shoe she actually bought. So that was a big influence on the young girls. Her dad comes from wearing the original Adidas. That all that shit is yeah, and it's crazy because their influence comes from prison when they were taking the shoelaces out. I seen a documentary talking about because that's how niggas, yeah, well, because the niggas up when you go upstate, you can wear any shoe you want, Jordans, whatever. But niggas from New York, when you go to prison and Rikers Island, whatever, you can wear whatever shoe you want, but they taking the laces out your shoe. So niggas be having Jordans and so you have whatever because niggas commit
Timbs,
suicide.
probably.
Yeah, nigga be walking around dragging the foot out, the shit out their foot.
About saying that, and them shell toes, you be dragging the out that tongue
Listen,
long.
bro.
You
You
ain't
gotta
got no
also
support.
when it comes to shoes too, you gotta learn what's your shoe. That's why I wear the one. I'm like they're good for a fat foot nigga like me and a good casual.
That's how I
people
buy my
anyway.
daughter shoes because she's flat foot and her feet are like fat. So I try to find shoes that.
Because the other shoe, kids running around be active, it's gonna hurt their feet. Shit.
Yeah.
Buy a little man who like the McQueens. He child everywhere you want, bitch. Motherfuckers say they want, but even then, bro, you see how a lot of our adult shoes. And who do you think did that? Do you think Kanye, with his artistic design, brought back to where those thicker Gucci shoes were like that and the Adidas
Like
and
the
all that?
soles.
No.
Kanye. But
I don't.
before
what are you
Alex-
talking about?
before
Down
Alex-
here, the thick ones.
No, before Alexander McQueen was doing the thick soles and all the extra crazy shit, Kanye was doing that with Nike already. And then a lot of these designers go
Wait,
from company
is
to
Vans
company.
Nike? No, Vans are not Nike.
No.
No, I think Vans was doing that first.
No, I'm talking about the thick designer heels with the crazy 30 different colors on.
Oh.
Kanye was doing that shit when he was trying to do the Yeezy shit first at Nike.
Oh.
What Kanye was doing was amazing. That's why I'm glad he
Mason Martin Margiela
Were they
had
doing?
a shoe that's a splash. They still do. It's actually one of their iconic shoes that rappers, everybody has.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that
It's a
third one.
splash of all the colors. It's almost looked like somebody grabbed all the paints, dipped
Around
it, and hit it on the shoe.
Look at the shit white people come up with. You can grab all the
it's
paint.
hard. I want
And
one.
that was
All
one of
the
the
paint
first.
and
That was one of the.
splash. Yeah, look at
That
what white
right
people
there.
do. Look at the shit. This shit white people do. After-
Weight in our blood.
Look at the shit white people do, bro. But look at the shit that they do in that original. Look at
And
the
then
shit.
Kanye, and then I seen Kanye went with Nike, and he didn't really
Because
have much
those,
say so.
those October Reds.
That's why he left.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
didn't
left.
really have much say so.
And
He wanted to
his
do
mind-
so
his
much
mind was
more.
too big for what
Yeah,
they
he
were
wanted
trying
to
to
do
do.
so much more than what Nike was allowing you to do. That's why when you said about having the contract with Nike, that's gonna be the one company I would believe that's gonna give you the least authority on how your design and your colors go.
I don't
But
think
other
Paul
companies-
George wanted to put them shoes
Bruh.
out. Neither did Zion.
Jack Harlow, that rapper has basically
I'm not giving him credit. I'm not.
over New Balance.
Nope, because that New Balance shit was already getting worked.
It was
on.
already in the
getting
works.
worked down with Alfredi Simmons. Instead of him going to New Balance, he went the Puma way and he went straight to the NBA.
What's because with a New Balance?
But-
Kawhi Leonard, a lot.
Man, J. Cole.
No, but it was a lot of people already doing
I got you.
that New Balance.
It was
They were
already
trying to
looking
do-
that way, yeah.
Before Bankroll Fresh died, he had something going on with New Balance. Before Gucci was doing something with New Balance. All the
And New Balance been a hype shoe. If we're talking about New Balance I don't know about here in
Yeah,
Florida.
New Balance is the
Maryland,
real-
North
Yeah.
Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, she's from New Jersey. She's from New Brunswick. She's from motherfucking Massachusetts. She's from Connecticut. She's from. I'm gonna give
Waleska, go ahead, bro.
Nigga from upstate. Nigga from upstate. No, but she's from up north too. And like our style of shoe just different, bro.
Way
It's
different.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
phone
definitely
posit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
different.
I
But
got a pair.
hold on.
I'm
I'm
gonna say this. I had every pair of foam posits. Them bitches
Period.
hurt my feet so bad.
What?
But I was still buying them bitches because they were fresh as hell. Them bitches used to kill my feet.
Listen, what I learned though,
Oh,
every
my
region,
God.
like you said, every region got a shoe. The West Coast, they wear them Cortezes.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas up north, they wear them AGC boots and all, whatever the
Converse,
fuck.
yeah.
Nigga wear Tim's and
This
shit.
was like 2000.
What, the ACGs?
no,
That thing,
but-
that
but
was
no,
still
every-
blown.
I can't
even find a pair of ACGs.
Every region like has something like DC is the one that made them penny harder than phone. DC blew them up. Every area like down here in Florida and New Orleans, we made them soldieries. We did that. Niggas up north were like y'all wearing.
Do you agree that people in the South can't dress?
No.
Nah.
Stop.
Really?
Hold on, and I'm gonna say this for one. Pimpin' came from the South.
Yeah.
Pimps is the first niggas ever dressed on any.
Swag.
Yeah, Pimpin' came from the South. Them pimp ass niggas from Mississippi took that slick ass talk up there to Chicago, Cleveland, and all that shit that was running bitch in Detroit. You gotta understand, Red Fox and he was red then, but Red Fox and Detroit Red were best friends before he became Malcolm X and Red Fox became the comedian he is.
And
but
I'll
mind
give
you, those was some throwback pimps, and look how they dress. Look what the style come from us. Mind you, them motherfuckers walk around in sandals. You seen Jesus walking? They would walk around. Come on, bitch.
Jesus?
And
When
you
they
can
went to
say-
Africa, bitches put pumps on them hoes. Bitches put pumps on stilettos.
And you can say brands.
You see Cleopatra stilettos compared to Julius. You see Cleopatra had some shit, boots scrapped up to a leg up here. All right.
She
with
definitely
the gold
Yeah,
leg.
strapped
With
her.
wings on her shit. Doggy wings and shit.
With the pump in the front.
Snapping, but you got over here, this old Norwegian bitch, she ain't even got no clothes on, bitch. She ain't got feet. What? She dressed with Cookie Monster pajamas out of Suncoast. This bitch here look crazy.
Oh, bro, relax. Bro, every
Why I picture that in my head?
You know,
Why I
bro, I
picture that
get it.
in my
Like
head?
they always got the Cookie Monster. Where they get that from?
Where they buy that shit from?
Yeah,
What?
I never see it
that shit in the
sell.
store.
I ain't never seen it sold, but they all got it.
Hey, bro, they get that shit from
Hey,
Walmart.
so how do y'all feel about how Kanye is suing his intern for the $500K? Is it $500K, something like that? Because the intern was posting like
Leaking it.
leaking shit. Yeah.
I would charge you
And
too.
he signed a contract that says if this was
What is that, like
leaked-
NDA or shit
NDA,
like that?
yeah, he signed the NDA. So
Yeah.
he leaked a couple
Yeah.
shoes. So now Kanye suing him for $500K.
Yeah, because that's how these fake markets get their. their inputs on
Already,
colorway.
they already have the
If
color
you get a
drop,
leak,
yeah.
if you get a leak, and you can get a leak 3 months prior to the shoot releasing. 3 to 4 months. If you get a leak, yo, you can in a warehouse make so many pairs.
Yeah,
And
they
look at the
already out
market.
there
Then you
before
watered
even
it
drop
down. And they getting so good with these fakes. Like
Yeah.
back to what you were saying. Back in the day, you would be able to line them up, set one real, set one fake next to each other, and you can see
tell
that
by
it
the
lined up.
stitch
They
in the
don't
front of
line
the
up.
lip.
The stitching don't
Like,
line
this
up.
shit fat
Sometimes
as
the
hell. This
colors,
is too fat.
the colors and the leathers will be different.
The tone,
Nowadays,
yeah.
you put one on one. You might fuck around and take them and be like, man, this is matching pairs.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody telling
but you
me
know
a
what I
difference.
learned about some shit too back in the day? You could squish the air bubble and max and make sure, like Jordans now, what you're supposed to do is get the back of the heel and try to push. If you can push in the back of them heel, then fake like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because the shoe's gonna fold in somewhere. And now but like you said, they got so good, they don't fold in the heel. You gotta bend the shoe and try to crunch that. Bro,
Who's gonna bend the shoe?
Oh no, because the Jordan's gonna go right back. That real leather go right back. That warm water, that get that crease right. If it's
That
real,
vinyl?
if it's real, if it's real,
I ain't
G.
finna bend no shoe.
No,
Man.
no, no,
If
no,
I'm
G, no. If I'm not bending the toe,
shoes and you bend my shit, I'm in your shit.
no, you're not bending the toe. You're not
I'm
bending
not
the
buying
toe.
that pair. I'm not buying that pair.
You just trying to make
What the fuck is
sure.
you doing, nigga?
Hey, you done smashed out.
I'm gonna spaz out. What the fuck?
Have you ever been got for a fake pair though? Anybody you ever been got for a fake pair of shoes?
That I didn't know I was buying? Nah, not generally. If I knew what I was getting into, price point's
I
gonna
don't
be totally
intentionally
different.
bought some fake shoes.
Intentionally, yeah.
Church
There
had
you
the
go.
church had the marathon right here going and what's it called?
Oh yeah.
Bitch said finna sit there and act like they ain't go to the goddamn marathon.
She soldier hating. She soldier hating.
Bro, what I say?
That's why I
I
got
used
the
to take trips.
Spurs bomb
What I
from.
say? I used to take trips. He just put me right back in there. I was like, damn, it was a marathon.
High school,
there.
yeah, I'm saying high school,
Damn,
bro. Everybody, I'm gonna say 90% of the niggas from the city bought their shit from the church in high school.
Okay, and then I'm
And
asking
the
y'all this too
pants,
then.
bro,
everything.
I used to call them.
Bitch at all.
I
Okay,
used to go to favorite players to give me some Jabos
bitch balls.
and go to church to give me some J's, and I'm fresh.
Yes sir.
Baby
Baby
club,
bitch.
baby club ready.
Hey, bro, how do y'all feel? Okay, then y'all see OK Cyrus getting fucked with by the Gucci shirt jacket he had. Like bro said, people get some Air Force and they'll custom make them. Which are they still Air Forces? They still the right real thing. They just custom made. But niggas like, nah, them ain't the real.
And then
No, but the thing is the material.
I thought that shit was fresh.
I thought it was faster than no bitch.
21 shit?
No, the
Money
one
bag, yo
okay,
ass.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Busta
Okay,
Rhymes.
so I did.
Who else right there?
No, but hey, but
You had that
21 kind of wrong for that, because at the end of the day, it could be any brand
That's his
jacket.
little nigga he was fucking with.
Yeah,
That's his
okay,
little nigga.
yeah,
All
that's
through,
any
yeah.
brand jacket. But the whole thing is
I
that
fuck with that
the
nigga
quality
like
of the
evidently,
Gucci.
evidently he a solid
Yeah,
nigga.
but the actual
Evidently, it's
material
solid
itself, the Gucci material,
It's real
it
Gucci.
has to be a real Gucci. That's why he was saying, like, with the tint was color, he's like, this color ain't this color.
Yeah,
Remember, he was matching the jacket to the pants?
yeah.
He's like, this is real. The material on the jacket that they custom made it with seem maybe to not be as original.
and
I can't go off of that.
And
but
a lot of people, bro,
that's-
who don't be, a lot of people ain't got the money to be in these Gucci stores, so they don't be knowing what's real and what's fake or what's even
That's
out
what
of
I'm
Gucci.
saying. Like, when the last time a nigga been to Gucci? When the last time either one of you niggas in the comments?
First
ain't
time
been-
going to Gucci, they got a fake shirt right now. I'm gonna
I'm
buy
in
that
that
fake
but I
shirt.
feel uncomfortable.
If I see a
I'm in the
you know
Gucci
what I'm
store.
saying? I
That's
I
right.
feel uncomfortable.
You
I
straight.
grab a shirt, that bitch say 2,000. Nah, this ain't my store, baby.
I'm already walking light in
go
there.
back
I'm already
to
walking light.
Let me go back to Foot
You got
Locker.
a clearance in?
Hey, that's why I seen that meme, a nigga had to shack to my if I walk fast, do you think they gonna recognize Hey, y'all ain't never had no boo-boo ass shoes though. You like, man, they better not say nothing.
But I had an N1.
Ooh,
yeah.
the slip on?
No, he's lying. He's lying. My grandma used to buy us Air Ones, not M1.
At the fleet?
Yeah, the flea market.
Bro.
My grandma used to wear it.
I came up.
It was like
I
the
got
Fila
N1.
model with the Air One on it.
I just say Air in the bottom.
Hey, look.
Well,
Like,
time,
he had a time. He was like, damn, he told me the truth.
Bro, I was hurting. I was hurting back in the day. And that was like 5 years ago.
Real shit about 5 years ago. No, that bitch said about 19. He was about 19. That shit about 5 years ago.
I was hurt.
This shit recent. The wound still fresh.
That shit was 2008.
No, I still feel that.
The wound still fresh.
Hey, but were they
shit.
comfortable?
No.
You better not take on.
You might as well have bought the $100 pair, and I would have worn that the whole year.
Oh yeah. I don't know who my girl thought she was tricking. Like, bro, just get up the other shit.
Oh man.
Hey man, I'll get to some of these topics and shit, man. You guys see, you know, the inauguration just happened today, man. Congratulations to the first black vice president. And I'm not even gonna add on the extra part. They keep adding on that age. Nah, just first black vice president, female. At that, I think that's dope as fuck. And I like to see Michelle Obama looking like that motherfucking
What?
baby. Oh my God.
I ain't see it.
We need her back in the wild. We need
I
her
don't
back in the
give a fuck. Hey, I
wild.
don't give a fuck what Michelle. What did they say about Michelle? Boy? Michelle is a winner.
And I eat carrots for breakfast
Winner
with her.
chicken dinner.
I eat all the carrot smoothies with her. I eat all the carrot smoothies
I'm
with
trying
her.
to get healthy anyway, baby. What you got from me?
Oh man.
What? Yeah, man, that's pretty dope to see though, man. So it's time for a new regime. Trump up out there, and while Trump getting up out of there, you see
She
partying.
trending.
Yeah, she trending. Yeah, she can trend around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, had you on the trending mill. But y'all see, Trump got about it and pardoned a couple people. Snoop, for somebody who was on his ass, they pardoned the old boy, the co-founder of Death Row, and he go, yeah, Trump with the prison reform. And I've been told the motherfucker.
Why he waited so late to do all this shit like last day?
I think
like fucking drops mic.
I think this is the only day he ever had power to do anything. To be honest. To be
Power
honest.
to do anything?
He's not, if you know, like anybody knows, the president's a puppet. He ain't never had power. He just had the influence to say some shit. That's why I don't like. That's why I like them banning him off social media. I don't give a fuck. Just don't give me one side of the story and we won't let nobody else defend that. You did it to Farrakhan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they banned Farrakhan off Facebook.
And that's the only thing I'm not comparing them, but I'm saying he had to be saying something. Don't be telling me he's doing this right. Let me decipher and feel. Let me take the perception and say if it's right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, no, he told the people. He didn't tell them people throwing the Capitol. He said, we should do this. He didn't say nothing about it. Now, I understand what he's doing, but it's also they're trying too hard to hush him. And that's the scary part. That's the scary part. But he's out this motherfucking night. I'm going to miss it because that shit was entertaining. That shit was pure.
To say the least.
Every day for the last y'all can't tell me this shit ain't getting entertaining. It's finna be boring as fuck. Biden gonna find a cure. We finna be at barbecues. It's not gonna be
Biden gonna find a cure.
What? Man, hey, you know I think funny though, man? The Joe Exotic from the Tiger King documentary, they thought he was gonna be exonerated. People, they had a limousine and everything.
I heard that too.
Yeah, I seen a picture.
Naked. He did not make the cut, G. He did not make the cut.
Don't back in yourself, bro.
Hey,
Joe Dirt.
Hey, if they would have got
Joe
Rob
Dirt.
out of there, I would have.
They disrespected Joe Dirt.
Out of there.
That's fucked up.
I fought with Joe Exotic, man.
Man, get Joe up out of there, man. Get my dog up out
Joe
of
was
there.
doing some wild shit on that goddamn animal farm.
What?
But hey, bro, listen.
Joe had 2 pumps.
Yes.
No, one punk, he turned the other one.
Yeah, not one, but 2, bro.
He had one punk and he turned the other one. He turned the other one.
Hey, the other one knew what he was doing. He was there. He's like,
What
I'm
made me
here.
fuck with Joe though, this one made me loyal to him. A motherfucker bit off a bitch arm and she went back and worked
She
for
went
a
right
nigga.
back to him.
Something she know made me say, boy, that's a
Bro
loyal
taking care of
motherfucker.
Bro taking care of
It's 2 documentaries I watched in the last year. That one and that Fire documentary, whatever, with Ja Rule or whatever. The dude's assistant,
Fire
the
Fire
dude
Festival.
assistant was willing to suck dick for some fresh water for the people there. I need people around me with that kind of commitment.
Wow.
It's not the action what he was doing.
But
It's he was going that far to get a pallet of water to make people say, boy, you need them kind of people in the bitch to get their arm bit off around you to make the team work. For real, Richard. Get in this cage. Hey, man, on some other news, man, shout out, man, all the winners from the championships this weekend. Tampa Bay is in the motherfucking championship.
You just have to bring all football in, right?
I really had to, I ain't gonna lie. Especially when these shit,
Had
I really had to. No, you can't talk, man. And I do want to get to this somber news. We never run applause for Phillip Rivers, man. The man gave me 17, 18 years of great football. I'm not even a fan, but I watched him beat the shit out of some people. And he was one of the best quarterbacks at talking shit. He would talk shit to everybody. Phillip Rivers retiring today after like 17, 18. I think that's kind of sad because there's really nobody in the NFL besides the people who still in this bitch now. And for Kaepernick not to still have a job, it's crazy. For somebody, Geno Smith is backing up Russell Wilson. Niggas say, nigga with the broke jaw? Get the fuck out of here. Nigga broke his jaw. His linebacker broke his jaw while he was the starting quarterback. Me having that the Jets. I seen that shit, man. I think that's kind of crazy, man. I definitely want to talk about that shit. I do want to tell y'all too, man. Do not get pulled over on those desperate streets tonight. The Proud Boys are out. Do not get pulled over on those.
Everywhere.
The Proud Boys are out. You're gonna get pulled over on the back street somewhere.
I think it starts tonight.
Man, listen, boy.
Listen, I got something for you.
You hear me?
Bro, what you know?
He said, what you know?
now what you got? What you know? Tell me, where should I not be going?
I'm finna go to work when I leave here, and I got something for a bitch. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids to get home to.
And you know what? And I was nervous today, bro, because I was at Publix. I ain't even trying to get out of line with no white people. I'm in Publix trying to order me a peanut butter. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie with nobody. Hell nah. I told Kat yes when I walked in.
No, you good.
Hell nah. But I was in line. I had ordered me a peanut butter jelly sandwich or raw sub, and the lady told me, "Sir, we don't order that." I cussed out. She told me to get out of line. I just left because I don't want no beef. I come all that. I do, bro. So I left. Cause I go home and make me peanut butter jelly sandwich. Y'all
I don't really need it today. I don't really need it today. Fucking not here.
Yeah, she was like, we don't do that no way. So I'm like, man, I don't even want to spend my money on this bitch. So
I don't think it starts today.
I just know I ain't even trying
The
to
weekend.
get.
Let's give it to
I called my mom and checked on her. I said, Mom, you straight over there? You straight, Mom?
You holler at your people for me?
Yeah. Where my stepdad at? He's still at work. It's a little late for him to be at work.
You text you today?
Nah, my grandma turned 7 today. Happy birthday, Grandma. My grandma turned 7 today, too. Like, boy, freaky shit going on, old ass. Your granddaddy over there gonna try to fuck my grandma tonight. No, he is. He's freak ass. He took that Bluetooth. Look at him.
The
you know
Bluetooth.com.
My grandma 7 still trying to catch him up. Sit her old ass down somewhere. Man, please.
Shit don't stop.
She ain't. When do you think y'all gonna stop fucking? Like,
Never.
I'm a nurse home. I'm gonna trick my ass off. I can pay $5. Just touch it.
And that's how they be really in the nursing home.
Bro,
Look, baby, look, baby, look.
The rest of the 401k, baby. I
You
got
finna run my bath water? look.
Oh man.
they pull out the tray that say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He got one that got a star on it.
This that pill. He showed me the pill. This that boy right here.
Hey, the old nigga get the grunt.
Right here.
Old niggas get horny, they get the grunt. Look at you.
I told you.
You done messed up now. Look old ass. That's how they old ass.
That's that old school period. Like now that's that period.
You know what crazy, bro? And bro, I be watching porn and watching porn. Niggas be having Timberlands boot boy, cause they be old. I don't know, man. You pornos these updates too. Some of these porn sites
Porn
really
don't
fuck. They need updates. Some of these I don't watch. Ain't no way I watched all these shits on all long. Man, every last I be on every last one of them. Hey, but I be seeing niggas be fucking bitches naked, fuck with your shoes. I'm like, I give me a shoe deal that way. That be smart.
They have the Tim's on and long socks. Niggas be right ass naked.
Going to the knee.
For the grip, we need the grip.
Boy, got knee highs and Timberlands. What the fuck
Nigga, you ever try to
doing?
fucking some socks? Nigga on the goddamn top floor?
Bro, do not be a rhythm. You trying to fuck and you slide back.
Hold on.
You don't pull the muscle behind your feet. You don't pull the muscle.
Wake up the next morning, you goddamn calves hurting and shit. Yeah. I've been on the tippy toes all night.
The dirtiest part of your sock on top of your foot.
Shit don't fit, though.
Are you talking about the pocket?
Hey, boy, hey, listen. You know when I was a kid though, wasn't nothing fun though. Like my grandma had a big ass little. She had a double wide tray. But wasn't nothing more fun after we waxed the floor, riding on some socks. Y'all better not be running high. We slide, grandma. Slide to this motherfucking belt then. You want to beat a bitch ass, man. Hey man, I definitely want to ask y'all this question too, man. Have y'all ever like felt that y'all was in a situation where you think like it ain't got to be God or just a higher being thing, or even your gut or your self-conscious. Something's like, damn, that just spared me. Cause I was just finna give bro a ride. And you see him on the news later, you were just finna go to the club with your homegirls and they just got mocked at Celsius. And now you like, ooh girl, that's not what I wanted to do. I see you're not going out again, cause boy. But have y'all ever felt like, damn, God spared me? Cause they say God spares children and fools. But have you ever been in a situation like that?
I done been in several situations with some shit.
Yeah, me too.
Just follow my first mind, like you feel what I'm saying. I don't if I get a bad feeling about it, I ain't going. I don't for what it is.
Okay,
you
that
can
way
say,
too, yeah.
You can say we finna go collect $1 million. I'll be like, nah, something ain't right about that shit, bro. Don't go. You feel what I'm saying?
Don't go.
That's just like in high school, my best friend ended up going to prison on some crazy shit. I just had a feeling. I was like, bro, nah, tonight ain't the night. You feel what I'm saying?
He went on winning. You ain't
I
with him.
woke up the next morning. He was on the news.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, went to prison behind that shit. Some crazy shit.
Damn.
Bro just got out like 2 years ago too behind that shit. I was in probably like 2006.
And at that time, bro, you think like my mama told me one day, my dog, you know how I used to run with me. My mama like Mikey da da da, and I didn't. And that night, something happened to the boys, and I was since that day. I have listened to everything my mama said. I swear to God.
Really?
Since that day, my mama told me when the trap was gonna get buzzed. My mama had been right. I'd be mad every time because she's right, but she was right. But in that time, it wasn't just God. It was also my mama like, Mikey, don't do it, and she went to work, so I still could have went.
And then even like when you doing some bad shit, you feel what I'm saying? You know your mama ain't gonna approve of this shit. I done been in some situations where like, damn. My mama finna beat my ass if I get caught doing this shit. You feel me? Like in the back of my head, like I know she wanna prove of this shit.
but exactly, you already got that ass with some confidence. Hey, and you tense up a little. Ooh, that's the ooh.
Now when I hit the door open, I'm like,
my homeboy be asking me to do something. I'm like, bro, that's a weekend in the house.
I remember the first time I went to jail.
Flag.
Bro, I just knew my mama finna beat my ass. Bitch, I'm finna get a whooping behind this shit. My mama finna beat the shit out of me, bitch. And then I've been times I done got arrested before, but on some detained shit for fighting in school and shit like that. But bitch, when I went to jail,
you got booked.
My mama can't. I heard it coming.
Hey, leave me in here.
Yeah, you better leave me. We'll leave me here.
It was me and my dogs down. We was downtown, me and my dog. I heard my mama. I said, "Damn, why we had to come first?" I want to go to come last. My mama to see me get my ass beat. She gonna beat me in front of the police and all.
And you know what type of police is? They not gonna stop.
They not gonna stop.
This your mom, right? This your mom, right?
You better listen to her.
yeah. Now I'm beyond scared straight.
This is domestic.
Yeah, I was like 16, 17 at the time. You feel what I'm saying? But it's crazy, bro. It's just crazy.
Man, what about you, Will? You ever been in a situation, bro? Like I said, bro, you born in Cuba, bro. You feel me? So like, Fidel, your dad of them. So Fidel, bro, you know crazy. Bro, but
I was told in Cuba, don't stop at stop signs. Like at nighttime, don't stop. Just keep
That's
riding.
like in Kentucky.
It sounds like it's some bad areas I wouldn't either, bro.
Listen to Cuba or Puerto Rico,
Rico.
like they allow you to not stop at the stop.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, bro. In both, I wouldn't. In some areas, I wouldn't stop.
But growing up, bro, in Cuba, bro, have you ever like with your homeboy? You know, everybody we are following until we learn how to lead our own path. Can't nobody be like, I've always been a leader. Like, bro, you said some real shit out there. We dedicate that shit to D-Roy. Like you said, nigga, I used to get my ass whooped. He couldn't take me, but he'd take me and then whoop my ass for going with him. Like, you was a follower until you learn how to lead on your own, bro, until you get older. So, bro, even growing up in Cuba, bro, it's been a situation where your mom like, man, don't do that. Or you thinking in your heart, man, I ain't finna do this, man. Y'all boys, y'all gonna fight them goats. My homeboy went cow tipping one night. Bro, I got ran down by a cow.
I went cow tipping one night. That shit the scariest shit ever.
What?
Bro,
I got been cow tipping?
Bro, I got ran down. We going to pick mushrooms. We done picked the mushrooms.
Hey, where you was at? You had to be a
No, I was in Arkansas with some white boys hanging out.
Cause that's how we had started this shit with some white boys picking mushrooms, bitch.
And even then, but God didn't tell me don't do it. God was like, you might want to do this shit tonight. You might want to go with Tyler, them Gunther. You might want to go with it. Bro, you ain't never been in a position like that, so you be like, damn, man. And the next morning, you might hear some news like, man, God saved me from that situation.
No, for sure. No, I could say for sure I've been in a couple situations like it, but if I not even in Cuba, but I would tie it back to here. There was a situation the night before, even my old girl said, hey, don't go about doing this the next day. I was going on a ride somewhere, and it was a food truck.
Sometimes be as simple as just going on a ride.
Yeah, it was a food truck. I was working with somebody, and someone was just, hey, don't go tomorrow. And I was with the money. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna go grind.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, and that's your first mind. Fuck
me,
the
nah,
gut.
don't
gut
go.
empty, bitch. Get that money.
Yeah, it's like don't go. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, nah, I'm finna go get this. I ended up getting sick. So myself, I wasn't able to go. They had an accident.
And that's a divine.
And that was just me. You know what I'm saying? That was just.
But do you think at that moment, damn, that's God telling me?
Yeah,
man,
it had to be. It had to be because I ended up getting sick or whatnot. I didn't feel enough for the next day to, and it just.
What about you, Kat? When you was finna pull up to the Buddha Lounge, what you did a couple days ago, you was like, "Fuck it, was that God?" No, fuck it.
I did go.
Oh, you did? I thought you didn't.
I went and I left like before.
But did you feel like not even say God? But did you feel like someone just telling me,
Yes.
man, this ain't even with it. Let me move. Like you said the other day, it's real cold. I gotta work. Let me tell you what it is.
What do you mean? I felt that when I've been in other places too.
Yeah.
I get that.
But do you feel like, and then you see what happened later on, and when you see what happened later on, did you feel like, man, damn, thank God I listened to whatever that was. Hell yeah, cause boy, it went the fuck down, boy.
I ain't see it.
It's a
What
Get
happened?
didn't. Allegations. We ain't got nothing to do with that
Okay.
shit. It was a bunch
Yeah.
of
We
some
ain't
violent
worried
shit.
about
We ain't got
that. We ain't
nothing.
gonna
You hear
worry
me?
about
violent.
Boy, we ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Hell no.
But that situation, you just gotta follow. You just, like I said, bro, you just gotta follow that first line, bro. It done been. I mean, it done been a million situations with some shit.
And you know what I tell my dog too, bro? And I tell people all the time, man, like, yeah, bro, y'all got kids, bro. She's got children as well, bro, to raise them up, man. I tell people, if we raise our kids to stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, that whole jail, prison complex shit will crumble.
Mm-hmm.
If we stayed out of jail for 30
I
days,
think so.
I'll say this, if we didn't commit crimes for 30 days and stayed out of jail for 30 days, that shit will crumble. 30 to probably 30, it will crumble because now you gotta fill them beds. And people get released every day. So we don't do nothing for at least 30 days. What are y'all doing to fill
That
them
shit,
bitches
that
back
shit
up?
mainly about how you raise your.
And bro, not
kids.
only this,
I don't
oh,
think so.
Oh, it
okay.
is. Oh, it is.
Sometimes it's like mentally like.
But 'cause
sometimes-
No,
look
it's
what-
your environment, honestly. You
It ain't your
you-
environment.
yes, I swear.
I know kids who grew up big house in Cape Coral who in prison right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can't be your environment.
I think it is.
You gotta think, I grew up in a fucked up environment. I done been
And
in
I-
jail. I ain't never
exactly.
I grew up next to this nigga. Shit. We done been in jail. We done
grew up
been
in the
You grew up
in
with
the
me.
worst
Yeah.
neighborhood in Fort Myers.
I'm with both.
chilling.
I feel like it's a little bit of both because the kids that come from an area that are good and they still find themselves doing
Yeah.
the shit that they
Fashion.
shouldn't have. It's just they go. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
remember
about who
that-
they
I
who they
remember
run
that
with,
K-pop.
who they running with, and then
Yeah.
and if you come already from it and you're already around it and you're living in it, you know what I'm saying? It's only there. You know, you're gonna fall
Bro,
part of it.
I remember going to Cape High School, bro. And I remember it's like them kids that live in Cape, bro, they not from the same type of shit that I'm from. I remember kids going to jail for like robberies and shit like that.
When they
They
had
have
it
to.
good, huh?
Yeah,
When they had it super good, like
Good.
it can't be your
So
environment.
does it go back to then with our belief? You instilling morals and ethics